Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hello. Hello everyone. Today's show is going to be disturbing. I'm putting a trigger warning out because today's show is going to be triggering. Now you're not going to see anything in terms of disturbing images and things of that nature, but you are going to hear it. Thank you, David Perry. Say good afternoon, Sissican. Thank you so much for kicking off the contributions. Thank you. And good afternoon to you as well. Today we are going to go over a video of a black hyena deleting her husband while streaming it live. And obviously, there was nothing to show in terms of the video because it goes black before the deletion occurs. So you can't see it, but you can hear them talking. So again, trigger warning for anybody with sensitive ears. But we need to talk about this. And this is the reason why I wanted to do a live stream about it. Is because this stuff happens all too often. Whether there is a life taken at the end of it or not, these types of incidents, these kinds of arguments, these kinds of interactions are a dime a dozen in a black household with a hyena. This is the type of stuff that they do. And I'm glad that she recorded herself doing this for a few reasons, because it incriminated her. So I'm glad that she wasn't able to say or spin a story about how he was doing something to her and it was self-defense and blah, 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 blah. She recorded her buffoonery because black women like to record themselves acting a fool. And see, this should answer a couple of questions about, oh, well, black women are having a channel running other black women down, and y'all need to speak on the positive black women, and y'all need to no. And the reason why I'm saying no to that is because if it was one or two or a very small percentage of black women that was cutting the monkey, we could ignore it. We could ostracize. We could draw the line in the sand. We could make a division that would be very clear and very clarified, from one black woman to another. And we would not need to have channels like this. We would not need to speak on a daily, and we certainly would not have the content necessary to even speak on the behavior of black women like this if the content was not present. Thank you, Minority Report. Blessings, Crimson. So glad you're covering this. We found out about this last night, and I'm livid. Goes to show how little value a black man's life has, even among our own. Thank you so much. And see, it's even more than that. Minority Report, because of course my condolences to that man's family, to his children. When I say his family, I mean like his other family and his children and the people who actually loved him. But see, it culminated in the taking of this man's life. But it's so many more layers to it. And as we listen to the incident as it escalate up to that point, we're going to point out what's going on with this and just how common it is. And because it's so common, it's easy to get to this point. In any black household, it's easy to get to this point. A lot of these hyenas are murderers. They murderous. Whether they've actually committed a murder or not, they're murderous. They're capable of deleting somebody, specifically a black man or their children. Thank you. You can't see me. Said, so happy to catch you live. Your comments on the Woman King was epic. Thank you so much. Thank you, DJ Chaos. Thank you as well. Black women like to come out and say how black men are deleting them, how black men are violent towards them, how black men are abusive towards them, and the way that they say it, they would have you believe that this is so incredibly common. And if it was as common as they say, that black men are deleting black women, it wouldn't be no black women. It wouldn't be none. It wouldn't be none. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play this video. The first part is a two-parter, but the first part is 8 minutes. The second part is just the police show up and it's still black screen and you can kind of hear what she's saying and things of that nature. But that's not what I want to focus on. That's not the part I want to focus on. I want to focus on what happened leading up to that incident. And it's so important. It is of great importance that we look at that we examine this. So let me go ahead and start. We're going to start from the beginning.
Kanye West's relentless antics against his ex have gone beyond
We're not talking about that. I hate when you
drama.
He's terrorizing the woman who's raising his children.
I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah, people want to have something to say, but he ain't here with his kids. He ain't helping. He left at 6:00. He left at 6:06 to go be with his mama.
Now, just in these few seconds, this is barely 30 seconds in. This chick here is playing with this bad sensational wig. Okay, lips crusty. And the old hyena you hear in the background is her old mammy in the background instigating. This right here. I couldn't even get through. At first, I couldn't even get through the first minute because this made me mad right here. So she lying. She's actually lying, talking about he ain't here. He ain't take care of his kids. I want you to listen real closely to what the so-called complaints are. I'm going to let it play to about 2:20. So I'm gonna start it over and I'm gonna try to let it play for 2 minutes. I'm gonna try. Let's start again.
Yeah, people want to have something to say, but he ain't here with his kids. He ain't helping. He left at 6:00. He left at 6:06 to go be with his mama.
Be on his mama kid instead of over here trying to cook something to eat.
Instead of trying to.
Why is there got to be a question about do I need to cook for the kids? Why is there a question?
And he don't never have to question. He don't want to question everybody's loyalty. But where is his loyalty at? But he want to talk about me when I am not doing. He want to talk about me when I'm not doing. Talk about unnecessary. Then he talking about calling the police. Talk about I'm gonna get my stuff. But you got 4 kids and a wife. It's 7:36. He can't even be.
He can't even come here and cook for these kids.
He can't even come here and cook for the kids.
He got to be at work at 8 o'clock.
Nah, matter of fact, he got to be at work at 9.
Okay, well he still got time to cook for these kids.
And then he gotta go pick up his. He gotta go pick up his buddy from his job, Law.
Well, he need to tell Long he need to get his mama car and go to work.
He pick up his brother-in-law, take him to work back and forth every day.
I ain't got nothing to
But
give
then-
nobody, helping nobody, but if Law
But he can't put gas in both cars.
That's what I'm saying. If Law ain't giving him no gas money to go to work, talk about people got stuff. Okay, he wanna put it like that. Oh, I got stuff to do too. I'm over here. I got stuff to do too. I'm over here. You know, I was gonna try to let it play all 20 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm sorry. But I can't. I gotta come back. Cause I can't. All I heard, they sitting up in the camera trying to complain, but all that I heard them do was list out this man's list of responsibilities. He left at 6 to be with his mama. I heard that. He's got to go to work. He picks up his brother-in-law every day to go back and forth for work. He needs to be at work about 8 or 9 o'clock. And then y'all are talking about cooking something for the kids. You and your raggedy mammy is sitting in the house talking about whether or not he needs to stop what he doing early in the morning to cook something for the kids. So if he leaving out to go to work, leaving out to see about his mama, leaving out to the carpool with his brother-in-law, they going into work. Why do he need to stop and cook for kids? So you ain't got time to do that. You got time to walk up and down the hallways of your house and cackle with your old mammy, your old bitter back-footed mammy, but y'all ain't got time to whip up no grits and eggs for them kids. You got time to whip yourself up into a fake outrage, but you ain't got time to boil no oatmeal for them kids, fix a series of bowl of cereal for the kids. You ain't got time to do that. You or your crusty mammy ain't got time to do that, but you got time to argue. You got time to take his life in front of his kids. You got time to traumatize your kids. You got time to be on live stream, but you ain't got time to cook for your kids. This is the cap. This is the cap that hyenas be talking about. Oh, he ain't helping with the housework. He ain't helping. No, you want somebody to do it all. They trying to create a problem with this man. And I ain't heard a problem yet. I ain't heard nothing that they said that was problematic that he's doing. So, but I want y'all to focus on something that's key, that's going on in this clip. Before this man get in this clip, her and her mother are talking crazy. The mother is instigating her daughter and co-signing the negativity and instigating an argument between her daughter and her daughter's husband. I want y'all to understand that this is extremely common, whether the mother is there physically or she could be on the phone with her mama, and this is what they do. This is how they hype each other up. Her mama is an old hyena. She know her daughter stupid, but This is the sisterhood versus a black man. You gotta talk bad. You gotta talk crazy. Her mama don't got no more sense than her. And in my opinion, she should be booked as an accessory. Because she egged her on. These old bitter back feet ain't got the sense God gave a billy goat. She could not do the right thing and say, hey, go and sit down. This man trying to go to work, girl. Come in here. You got time to argue with him. You got time to come in here and help me with this breakfast. How easy is cooking something for children? How simple is that? How simple is a breakfast for children? It don't take hardly 20, 30 minutes to whip up breakfast. Eggs is fast. Grits is fast. Sausages is fast. I know you're somewhere eating pork. Sausages is fast. Bacon is fast. Breakfast food is fast. It's simple. It's easy. The old hyena gassed up the younger one. This dynamic that we just got through witnessing is extremely common. This happens every day in a slew of black households. This is where the hyena gets her ideas. This is where she get them. From her hyena family members. Her mama, her sister, her cousin, her friend. This is where it comes from. They sit around and they get each other excited and escalated. They start talking about all of the so-called shortcomings of a man. And then they start working themselves up into a frenzy about it. They work themselves up into anger about it. They take something small and then they work their way up. They take that molehill and work it all the way up to Mount Everest in a matter of minutes. This is the emotional instability that we looking at here. Thank you, Clock Havoc. That sisterhood code is in full effect and black women get mad at me bringing it up. Oh, well, two wrongs don't make it right. See, and thank you. That's what we talking about. The sisterhood code. This is why I'm so interested in breaking that code here on this channel. I'm not going to never stop calling it out. Until it stop happening, I'm not going to never stop calling it out. You hyenas can be mad. But buy a cape so you can be super mad. Buy a cape so you can be super mad. Because this type of behavior is too prevalent among you. All y'all think is cute. All y'all think is cool. All y'all think is harmless. But you enter into these spiritual battles with these men in this house. This is a demon. Because y'all don't have no spiritual value, you can't even fight the demon as it spur you to commit atrocities. No type of check or discipline or saying, you know, I'm going too far. I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much. Let me calm down. Let me sit down. Let me reevaluate. You never do that. And then you reject it when somebody come along and try to do it for you. Hey, sis, why don't you get, Let me come back. Let me go back to it.
I'm over here putting the rep.
Get out, move. Don't.
Yeah, what you on the phone with?
Uncle, bro, boom. I'm talking about uncle. Chill out.
No, you ain't trying to get ready for work. Look at him. This is sad case, y'all. He getting his stuff. Look at that. Sad case. As a father.
Okay, Jeremy, what is the conversation you want to have?
We good.
Yeah, and your baby in the room.
Conversation you want to have?
We good. Give me my phone, bro. Don't shut
What is the
move.
conversation you want to have?
What the conversation?
Get out my
He
phone.
said, what's the
Don't touch
conversation?
me. Don't touch me. I'll call the police over here. Do not touch me.
He said, what's the conversation y'all want to have?
Get on me.
What's the conversation you want to have?
Oh, I'm finna send that over here. She touching me, please. Get on
Ain't
me.
nobody touching you.
I'm gonna send my cousin over here. Do not touch me,
Don't
bro.
have nobody over here.
Oh,
What is
baby,
the
she
conversation?
tell your daughter to keep her hands on
What
me.
is the
Tell your
conversation?
daughter to keep her hands on me.
You the one slap me. You
Here we are. They back double team. They're double teaming this man. This is the hyena tag team. Let me come back to y'all real quick. This is the hyena tag team. This is so critical. This is so critical. These first few minutes is so critical to what happens in the next few minutes. This man don't know he gonna die that day. He don't know he gonna die. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine this man's position? He don't know he gonna die. He doesn't know she gonna kill him. She knows she gonna kill him, though. You gonna hear her say it. Thank you, Free Trader. So you right, sister, the bitterness and the hatred of her mama is real. This is the tag team that they got going. She said, what's the conversation you want to have? Why is your mama in your business? Why is she in the house? Why? And even if she's sitting in the house, her mama ain't got no sense as to stay out of it or to calm her daughter down because she sat there instigating it. We don't know how long she instigated that before the camera got turned on. And black women don't want nobody to say nothing about this. Now, we ain't even got to the tragedy yet. We have not even gotten to the tragedy. I'm trying to point. The reason I'm going so slow with it is that I needed to sink in what we looking at. Everybody in this chat room and everybody within the sound of my voice has witnessed this or been a part of it. Whether you were the aggressor or whether you was on the victim end of it or whether you just had to witness it at a friend house, a cousin house, a sister house, your mama house, whatever it is, we've seen this before. We are all too familiar with this scene, with this kind of argument, with this kind of escalation, with this type of antagonism. It's the antagonism. Now she picking. Give me the phone. Just antagonizing this man. He already was like, no, I'm going to call the police if you keep putting your hands on me. What that tells me is that she always puts her hands on him. She always fighting him. Thank you, Mr. Warren. What it tells me is that she's always fighting on him. She always want to smack and hit and snatch and pull. She always want to do that. And if he retaliate against her, that's when she like to call the police and get him arrested or get him in trouble or call somebody on him. Or this is when she tell her mama that he doing something to her. Now her mama knows what kind of daughter she got, and that she taught her daughter how to antagonize a man. And she helps her daughter antagonize her man. And then once it start escalating to a point Then you gonna hear the mama, leave me out of it. No. You invited yourself into it. You put yourself in there. Thank you, Hink. Say it again, sister. Why's your mama in our business? Exactly. Y'all always are inviting y'all family members in your business with your man. And you don't never tell him nothing good about nothing he do. You always tell him how he made you mad and what he did this time and what he said and this and that. You always tell the bad part. You don't never tell the good part about when he treated you right and when he bought you something or when he took you somewhere or when he was nice to you. Then you wonder why these men lose interest. Who want to have sex or be nice to or be loving towards that hyena? She got that Whitney Houston crack wig on. Thank you, Michael. Said provoking him, instigating him, trying to bully him, just to get him to do something to get physical so she can claim self-defense. Not going to even bring up how this straight out of the white supremacy playbook. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Said, love you, Crimson. Keep cooking, big sis. Thank you so much. She's sitting there petting that bad 1999 display wig with her crusty lips. I guarantee you she hadn't washed her butt or her face because it was early in the morning and it don't look like she keep her hygiene up. He was getting ready for work and she was busy arguing. Not even productive. You're not nowhere being a wife. This is the level of disruption. See, that's not chaos, that's war. That's not chaos. I said chaos is the opposite of order. War is the opposite of peace. She's at war with that man in that house. From the time he wake up to the time he go to bed, she's at war with him. She woke up to fight him. That's the highlight. You see how satisfied she was in looking in the camera? It was child's play to her. That's why she was petting that wig. That's why she was petting that crack wig. Because it was child's play to her. She was thinking about what else she was going to do the rest of the day. The arguing was a pastime, is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. The arguing is a pastime. It's leisure for a hyena. Keeping up war in the house is leisure and pastime for a hyena. I want y'all to peep that. From her end, it was almost playful when she went over there and tried to snatch the phone. She's antagonizing. She getting a kick out of doing it. She getting a kick. Thank you, Miss Lou Casely. Says absolutely heartbreaking. The man was getting ready to go to work while the hyenas were cornering him. Exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you, Professor. Said the first sign of violence, disrespect, or malice, you leave. Thank you, Juan Solo. So MS females be the same. I went through it down there. Thank you again, Michael. Said the kids probably never thought mom and daddy fighting again, but today he gonna really die this time. No, that's why they was in the room quiet, because this is common to them. They was somewhere watching TV trying to tune it out. You understand? Because she's so abusive and she fights so much and argues so much, that was normal to them kids. But they was trying to tune it out. They was probably trying to watch some cartoons or something. Sitting in the room hungry because everybody want to argue and not pay attention to them and get a routine going in the morning where he's able to go to work in peace. She get the kids up, get them ready to school, feed them something, send them to school. That's how that's supposed to go. But no. No. Not in a hyena's household, it won't. It won't, not so fast. It won't go so smooth. Won't go smooth in the house of a hyena. Hyenas like cornering the males of their group and biting them and beating on them. They'll do it. They'll bully them until they die. This is in real time. Thank you, Callie Swag. So let's get Crimson to the top. Always bringing truth to the front. Thank you so much. We gonna get back to this cook, but after these messages, we'll be right back.
First, Gamer vs. Gamer does not consider itself a game truck. To clarify, a game truck is one that pulls up to your home, opens its doors, and tells the kids to go play video games. The entire focus of a game truck is on playing video games. That's not what we do at Gamer vs. Gamer. Our entire focus is actually on celebrating your child's birthday. Only 65% of what we do is video game related. The other 35% of our time is spent on a choreographed recognition of your child's special day.
Happy birthday, wish we were there, sorry we missed it, but we'll see you soon, love you.
Which includes singing, eating, special videos, and the opening of gifts. We chose to use video games as a tool to entertain children at the party, not as a substitute for a birthday party. We only advertise as a game truck because that's what the general public associates us as.
Gamer versus gamer.
Gamer versus gamer. We look forward to treating your child like the most important kid in the world on their birthday.
Hi, Gamer versus Gamer. Thank you so much for my birthday party.
I like to add a little bit of levity to such a serious topic, but I'm happy to see some kids smiling in a video. But one of the things that I wanted to point out was that the good, fine folks at Gamer vs. Gamer, they're technically in the game truck genre. But calling them a game truck actually is very limiting to what they actually offer and what they really do for families, for children, for parents, for the celebration of a child's birthday. Because what really is their birthday? Is it just something to get the kids out of your face and say they had a good time? Your children can't really have a good time without the energy, without the love, without being surrounded by people who love them and people who care for them and people who cherish them, and really feeling as though these people are really connected in the birthday experience. So when Gamer vs. Gamer shows up with a wonderful 30-foot trailer and they have all the games and the screens and the seats and all of that, sure, this is fun for the children, right? At first, the kids get in and then they play the games and it's all fun until about 30 minutes passes, and then the children become disinterested in the game because, let's face it, all of them have an Xbox or a PlayStation anyway at home. This is something that they do probably every day anyway. So what happens when the kids get bored with the game? That's where Gamer vs. Gamer is different than all of their competition, because they don't just arrange a place where children can do the thing that they do every day anyways. They arrange a space and they arrange an event. They arrange a memory, a love letter, right, to your child. So the entire party has a flow to it, where at the appropriate time, different things happen according to the theme that you want your child's birthday to have. So there's a gift opening portion. There's a portion where family members who couldn't physically be there were able to leave messages for the child, able to express to the child how much they love them and how much they are a valued, cherished member of the family. All of these different things are there to create the memory and to create the unforgettable experience for the child that goes so well beyond the games that they play every day. So if you or anyone that you know, family or friends, are in the Atlanta metropolitan area and you have children with birthdays coming up, here's what you want to do. You want to click the link at the top of the chat, gamerversusgamer.com. Go to the website and check out all of the different packages that they offer. I know you're probably going to have questions, so give them a call. The number's on their website. Give them a call. Let them know what you're looking for and what you're looking to accomplish, and I guarantee you'll be more than satisfied once they show up. The party goes without a hitch. Everything is wonderful, and they leave, and your children and your family are happy. So once again, hit the link at the top of the chat, gamerversusgamer.com, and get your party set up today. Let me get to the super chats real quick. Let's see. Thank you, Marvel318. So you're appreciated. Thanks for everything you do, ma'am. Thank you so much. Coffee Cafe said toxic modern women prey on brothers doing the right thing. Learn to move unconventional brothers or become a victim. This was so uncalled for and unnecessary. It's very uncalled for. Thank you so much. Before we get back, I need to, oh, y'all a bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button. Bam, bam. You got to, because we have 578 wonderful people who've already hit the like button. Let's see if we can get the other, 600 people, 700 people to hit the like button as well. Okay. Thank you, Quiet Face. That spiritual warfare is very accurate. One omits feeding children and hinders a provider from working is a spiritual op. Thank you. Thank you once again, Clock. So the black hyenas are the new Karens. Thank you, Tidy. Said what saddens me most is that multiple female YouTubers are tarnishing his memory by accusing him without proof of cheating with another man. They are killing him a second time. Like, where is this stuff even coming from? With another man? Like, and then they say that stuff as though it justifies what happens. That's the part I don't like about it. That's the part I don't like. Because if there's supposed to be a justification for what she's doing, the only time I see that as any form of justification is if he was just going to town and that was the only way she could get out of there with her life. It was him or her. But I didn't see that. I didn't even see a man with that energy. It's like, no, he be whooping her down. I didn't even see that. He was trying to get out of there. Thank you, Damba. Said I lived in Bama, not far from that town, and I could tell you the lost value system is like a virus. They all base their lives off TV and radio. Thank you so much. Thank you, Clock. So them justifying it is the sisterhood code. Exactly. Exactly. And see, here's another thing that I'm going to say before I keep going with where I'm going with this and keep going with this video, because we're not done. You want to say, I want to tell my brothers that as soon as a woman get violent with you, aggressive with you, and she show that potential to you, and she do that to you, I don't care how many kids you got with her. You need to leave her alone. Do the best you can to be there for your children. If she make that too toxic, or she make that too difficult, or your life become in danger for even trying to be a father to your kids, sadly enough, pray for them. Pray for your kids. Try to get them if you can, if that's an option. If getting your kids away from her is an option, do that. But don't sacrifice your life. Don't sacrifice your life for no chick like that, because she gonna end you. A woman that can get in your face, a woman that can pick at you, hit you, smack you, try to do all this other, get physical with you, to provoke you to do something to her, because she know if she pick long enough, no matter how mild-mannered you are as a man, you gonna have some type of retaliation, even if it ain't nothing but holding her hands or restraining her. That's all she need to be able to call the police on you and get you out of there, one way or another. You either be judged by 12 or carried by 6. She don't care. She don't care which one it is. Gotta get out of there. But the reason why some brothers don't do it is because the shame is there. The sign language is there. The stigma is there that black men always leave their kids. So they be trying to stay even though the situation is so extremely toxic for them. Because they don't want to be accused of leaving their family. They don't want to be accused of making their children fatherless. They know what she gonna do. They know she gonna take the kids or poison them against him or some other thing that he gonna lose. But you gonna lose your life. You gonna lose your life messing with these hyenas because they unstable. They unstable. And they will end you for nothing, like we finna watch. She gonna end that man for nothing. Because she was in her bag one morning. She gonna get in her bag one morning, one morning too many. And it's gonna be the last morning, one of these old mornings, like the old gospels used to say, one of these old mornings. She gonna sing you to glory. Just like they accuse male abusers. You know how they tell women to get out of there because it don't do nothing but escalate. One of these days he gonna go too far. Whether he mean to do it or not, he gonna go too far. He gonna end you. He gonna end you. They always tell women that if she's in an abusive relationship, they always tell women she got to get out of there. Ain't no amount of apology or nothing like that that's going to change it, because he's only going to keep escalating. It's going one day, and one of these days, he going to go too far. He going to hit you the wrong way, whether on purpose or not, and you going to be out of here. It worked the same way with female abusers. It is no less dangerous. Thank you, Frederick. So domestic violence is worse because it's personal. It is no less dangerous to you. Because she gonna hit you. She gonna try to jump you. She gonna try to smack you. And one of these old mornings, she gonna go too far. She gonna do too much. And she gonna take you out of here. Just like we about to watch. Still got the peanut gallery. Her mammy behind her, instigating. She want to see her daughter argue and fight. She want to see the war. She want to see the war happen. Both of them is getting something out of it. Thank you, Dee. So I'm dying laughing. The 1999 display wig was enough for me. You know she got that little display wig going on. That Terry collection wig. Thank you, Randy. Said, while I'm glad this Batman villain is locked up, the kids have to grow up without their parents. This is happening all too often. Thank you so much. Thank you, Clock. Said, brothers, for the love of the creator, please leave a toxic relationship. That protect black women is a facade and mirage. Run. You gotta run. Don't let the sign language of you gonna be a deadbeat and black men always leaving their family. Don't let that get you buried. Don't let that get you 6 feet under. Don't let that get you 6 feet under. They'll put you there. These hyenas will put you there and they will not lose sleep. Do you understand that? You understand that? I know it's hard to believe. This why I ain't gonna never stop banging on hyenas. I'm not gonna stop doing it because you do stuff like this. See, we almost could take it easy on you if your biggest crime was twerking in public, as bad as that is. If that was your biggest crime, we might be able to do something about that. But no, y'all go so far as to delete people. Y'all deletes people. You delete your men and you delete your kids on a regular basis. This is on a regular basis. So we're going to go back to her antagonizing this man. The phone is eventually going to drop. And the screen is going to go black, but you're still going to be able to hear what she's saying and what's happening. Very critical. I'm going to try to let it play without saying nothing so you can hear it. Thank you. Watch me do better. Say, hey, Miss Cure, because of the alienation, my son and our relationship is not the best. And unfortunately, he is a full-blown son husband. I love him, but from a distance. That's why now I hire security and meet in public places to see him. Thank you so much. And yeah, you got to protect yourself, brother. Thank you so much. All right, we back.
You don't want to slap me? Hit me now. Hit me now.
What's up, man?
I'm still asking, what is the conversation?
Oh man, that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna get out. I ain't really trying to argue at all. I'm just trying to get my...
No, you want to go tell your family about this, about that. You want to do this.
I'm trying to leave from over here and pee, man. I ain't trying to argue at all.
Ain't nobody. I'm going to take my car key off. Stop.
What is the conversation?
No, what's the conversation? What's the conversation?
Keep your hands on him.
What's the conversation?
Keep your hands on him. Don't touch me, bro.
What's the conversation?
Move, bro. I'm trying to get ready for work, man. Go on.
How you getting ready for work?
What is going on? That's all I'm here. I'm over here doing. Talking about I don't do nothing for the kids. I don't do nothing. I do what I can when I can.
Understand.
But like I said, don't keep putting me in situations that's not my problem. And then, like I said, this is your family. You supposed to be here helping take care of these kids. No, you're not good because you're not here taking care of these kids.
He wanna go call everybody.
Keep your hands on me, bro. Don't touch me again.
Touch you.
Jason, sit down over here. We'll make it easy. Sit down over here. I'm gonna do it just like that. Sit down over here.
Ain't nobody finna come over here and do nothing.
Get your hands on me, bro. Stop touching me. Move.
You need to stop.
Sit down over here, Jason.
Ain't nobody coming over here.
On me, bro. Sit down. Get your motherfucking hands on me, bro. Stop touching me, bro.
Stop.
Stop touching me.
I'm gonna kill you. Murder scene,
Stop. Touch me again.
Stop.
Let go. Touch me. Touch me again. Touch me a motherfucking again.
Stop.
Touch me again.
Ain't nobody finna do
Don't go
that.
put my gun on
Ain't
me.
nobody finna do nothing.
I'm gonna call the police.
Stop.
You got guns.
Ain't
Don't worry
nobody.
about it.
Stop.
Don't worry about it. Touch me again. Touch me again.
Stop. Yeah.
Touch me again.
Yeah. Stop. Yeah,
Touch me
bitch.
again.
Stop. Stop. I'm not open here for this.
Motherfucker gonna keep her hands
Kill
on me,
your
bro.
ass, not bitch. Stop. Now I'm gonna pause it right here. Unfortunately, the tragedy is coming right up in another minute or so. You heard her say, murder scene, and march and go get that gun. The one that said, ain't nobody gonna do nothing. That's her mammy. Now that she has instigated the daughter up until this point, she done threw her logs on the fire too. She done spent all morning gassing her daughter up to this point. Do you understand that? Now her daughter going off the deep end. Now she went to go get that gun. Now the mama talking about, ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Just stop. No. You got a hand in it too, mama. You know you done raised a wild hyena. Because you a wild hyena. You just old now. So you're stirring up trouble through your daughter. And you're stirring up trouble in her house. You watching her go from 0 to 10 to 20 to 100. You egging her on in that direction. You watching her work herself up to it. Now when she stop playing and go get that banger, now she went to go get that banger. Now you want to try to de-escalate it. No, you can't de-escalate it now. You can't de-escalate it now. I told you about what fire do. When it ain't nothing around it, it burns. You stoke that flame. This is the difference between chaos and war. Chaos is the opposite of order. War is the opposite of peace. This is not chaos that you're looking at, it's war. Because she's got her own order going. I want you to understand that it's premeditated. She got her own order going. She's very organized in what she's thinking. This is calculated. The antagonization, talking to him crazy, trying to hit him, this is all very calculated. She's not doing that haphazardly. She said, well, go on, hit me then, and then look directly in the phone like, who heard that? What they gonna say? She's not in chaos. She's at war. Everything she doing is calculated. She's trying to get the reaction. She's looking for it. And she's doing the things that she can do to get it. She didn't stop till she got it. She went to get the gun after he probably restrained her or pushed her away from him. But that push or restraint or whatever he may have done was his self-defense against her. Thank you, More Freedom Please, that you're wonderful. Gynocrats and Gynocratic is pointing to your book. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about between chaos. Now can people understand what I mean? The difference between chaos. Chaos is not the opposite of peace. She's not in chaos. She's at war. War is one of the most orderly things you could ever be in. War is orderly. It's regimented. It's got strategies to it. It's got goals. It's got structure. You understand that? War is not chaotic. War not chaotic. Armies are not in chaos when they go fight. You got all kind of hierarchies. You got chain of command. You got war tactics, strategies, plans. That's order. War is the epitome of order. But it is not peace. It's not peaceful. It's orderly. It's not peaceful. Armies just don't march nowhere willy-nilly. Missions, all kinds of stuff. Everything done in a war is pretty much planned out. It's got all kinds of order to it. System, order, and structures all over war. It's all over it. She's not in chaos. She's at war. Because what she's doing is the opposite of peace in that house. And the opposite of peace is war. She's creating a war. She's fighting. She's fighting them. She was fighting them before she hit them. She was fighting them. She's been fighting them all morning. She spiritually fought him. And now she's physically fighting. You understand? Wear him out mentally, emotionally. Wear him out. Now do it physically. That's tactical. That's tactical. That's a strategy. Thank you, H. Lewis, that black men removed us from the community, so you get to hold this L all on your own. We can't even defend you. No one can. Thank you so much. Thank you, Philip, said congrats on 97. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. And thank everybody for getting me to 97. We get to 1,000, 100,000. We gonna have like the old school pizza party, y'all. We gonna have a pizza party. So we left off with her hollering, murder scene, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, B, I'm gonna kill you. That's what she said. We're coming up within the next minute, the tragedy itself. I'm going to let it play through, so please be aware. Thank you again, H. Lewis. I meant to say black women. I apologize. Okay. I'm going to let it play. So here we go.
Nobody, I can get out my bed for this.
Man, people so selfish, man. Girl, lose my shoes.
Oh, you ain't getting nothing. Everything in the top belongs to me. Stop. Get somewhere and sit down. Y'all gonna have to stop all this. Then y'all wonder why the kids.
using my voice, serial harassing his now ex-wife.
But she wasn't the first. Before
and the children. The gunshot brought them out of the room. They knew how to tune out the arguing, but the gunshot brought them out of the room. To come out and see their father taking his last breath in front of them. Her first sentiment was, I don't want to go to jail. Then, I didn't know it was one in the chamber. They can get her on murder in the first because before she went to go get the gun, she said, I'm gonna kill you. That they can then say that was premeditated because she had an opportunity to go and get a weapon, which she then went and got. Pointed it at him and pulled the trigger. Now, I'm not some type of gun expert, but different guns have different pressure per square inch that you gotta put on the trigger to get the gun to actually shoot. You have to take the safety off if it's on. And then you have to put one in the chamber. When you're dealing with a 9, which it sounds like she racked it. So when you're dealing with a 9, that motion actually puts the bullet in the chamber. That's how the bullet gets in the chamber. And you can pull it back to check to see if a bullet is in the chamber. Like I said, I'm not some type of gun expert. But I know the sound of a racked 9 when I hear it. And those type of guns are relatively inexpensive. And you can go get them pretty easily. I'm going back to the super chats. Thank you to Renzo. So actually war is control, chaos. It appears to have order, but there is none, Kendra, at all. I was going to go back, yet an Irishman, fellow vet, told me to stay home to keep me from dying. Thank you so much to Renzo. Thank you, D. Said, Daddy dead. Help. Really? Gun safety rules. Never point a gun at anything that you are not going to shoot. Yeah, but she intended to shoot him. You see what I mean? We can't assume that she didn't want to because she said, murder scene, I'm gonna kill you, and then went and got it. And then pointed it at him. That's all premeditation. They can get her on murder 1 for that. If I was a prosecutor, I'd go for the limit. Murder 1. Thank you again, Clocks, and my anger knows no limits. When children are hurt, those kids crying broke me just now. If there's a Hades, Miss Brown is a first-class trip. Yeah. Thank you, Barry. So I wouldn't be surprised if she was a trained agent. Thank you, G Money says she deleted that man because he was done putting up with her crap. She has been terrorizing that entire house. Exactly. Please don't think she don't abuse them and terrorize them kids. Thank you, Wrench Turner. Said, leave these crazy MFs alone, brothers. They love violence and chaos. Be stingy with your time and space. For real. Thank you so much. Somebody. Thank you, Tahir. Said, Kendra, these last few days have convinced me of the importance of your voice for our community. Congrats. I will always support you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Bari. Again, said, my son, mom, and her mother the same way. Routinely bring simps, criminals or rich to try the same thing. After the third simp, I wiped my hands and got my, you got the burner? Okay. I'm sorry that I had to play that out. I know that it hurt especially at the end. It hurt me as well. That's why I was giving trigger warnings and stuff like that at the beginning and throughout, just because I understand what it is and how it affects us. But it was so raw. And that's actually one of the reasons that I decided, because at first I wasn't going to go all the way to the end, but it was the end with the most impact. Unfortunately, this man's life is gone for nothing. Because he was getting his stuff. That was probably the umpteenth time that he was going to leave. He probably done left before. And he had just was getting his stuff like, you know what, I'm out of here. Probably going to give her a few days. Then maybe I'll come back or something like that because he don't want to leave his kids and stuff. Thank you, Jamal. Thank you so much. So I know it was hard to hear. It was hard to hear that man lose his life. It was hard to hear the hurt in those children's voices. And it was hard to hear the fake crying, the fake screaming. She spoke that into existence because that's what she wanted to do. Thank you, Stardust said, what's sad is society at large don't care. Exactly. Thank you, guys, for every Pookie said, RIP, lost a good brother. Thank you, Frederick said, I have Lioness Women subscribing to your channel to spread the truth. Thank you so much. So hopefully the children can find somewhere to be. I don't want them being raised by that hyena mama either, the grandmama. Who knows what's going to happen to them kids, but they traumatized for life now. They going to have, in order to get through that, they're going to have extensive therapy to get over the actual trauma of the event and the potential abuse that their mother has visited on them. They need a lot of therapy. Them kids need a lot. If they hope to ever be productive as adults at all, they need a lot. Thank you. Black Goku Zero said, what disgusted me even more is that there were people who actually defended this woman. Thank you, Quasi-Eminent, just for the great work and being awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, the guy in the black suit. Thank you. Thank you, D. So, Crimson, you won't believe what the hyenas are now saying. The word is he was bi. That was the root of the argument, allegedly. Complete lie. Yeah, I heard nothing. And even if it was, see what I mean? And when the kids came in, she was like, yo, daddy dead. Thank you, Quantum Solace. Say, Crimson, you're 100% on point. These hyenas are deadly. They deadly. They deadly. She didn't stop antagonizing and abusing verbally and physically that man until she got him out, until she delivered him to his Lord. She sent him to glory. That's what abuse do. That's what abusers do. They're going to keep going, and they're going to keep escalating, and they're going to keep on going, and they're going to keep on going. And one of these days, they're going to take you out of here. It can happen in a year. It can happen in 50 years. And one of these days, they're going to get too far in their bag. They're going to get too far in their abuse. And it's either going to be intentional or not, but they're going to take you out of here. They're going to hit you too hard one too many times. They're going to cut you too many times. They're going to do something to you. Is that one step going to go too far, and you're going to be out of here. You cannot deal with these emotionally unstable, demonic entities disguised as women. Thank you, Miss 39 Dina. Thank you, Matthew said the wicked lady, Miss G, will never cover these stories. Thank you. Thank you so much, Little Rock the City. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Tahir says, men, we need to stop associating with these masculine women. They are not hard to spot. They're really not. Leave these toxic women alone. If she getting crazy with you, and she real comfortable standing toe to toe, arguing and trying to hit you, just get out of there. Just get out of there. You gotta go. The first time she do it, you gotta drop her. The first time she do it, I don't care how she cry. I don't care how she try to apologize for it. I don't care how she try to explain it. I don't care what she say. I don't care what she do. The first time she call herself gonna skibbity pap you, get on about it there. Just leave. I know you feel like she ain't capable of that she ain't capable of going that far. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Thank you, Stardust, of demons in skin suits. That's what I call them. Yeah. Just get on up out of there. Leave her alone. Don't take her calls no more. Don't interact with her as little as possible. Don't do it one-on-one. If you got to interact with her, always have a witness. Somebody with you. Have a camera, something. Leave her. Leave her right where she stands. Because if she cared about you, if she loved you, she wouldn't be trying to put her hands on you. Same thing they tell women. Love ain't supposed to hurt. If he love you, he shouldn't put his hands on you. Okay, fair enough. I agree with that. But I also agree with it the other way. If she love you like she says she do, she would not put her hands on you. And if she decides she want a skibbity pap, she done got that mad and she gonna hit. And let her regret it. Oh well. Maybe she'll think about it next time. Thank you, G Money said, listening to that gave me flashbacks of past relationships. Women have no idea how hard it is to leave our homes. Our survival depends on it. Children are always the ultimate losers, and they did nothing to no one. Exactly. Thank you, Dallas Actor said, God said if she loud, stubborn, and stay in the streets, don't deal with her men. Proverbs 7:11-23, but y'all think the man wrote the book. Thank you, Dallas D said, showing support, but it really bothers me that women take a man leaving a potentially volatile situation as a threat or disrespect. My heart goes out to his family and those babies. Exactly. I don't know why they think that when a man leaves, that's some type of big threat. Girl, you trying to get him out of there. You don't like him. You antagonizing him. What? You trying to get him out of there. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Let me see if we have any cash apps today. Thank you, Aubrey. We only have one for today. Thank you for the cash app, Aubrey. Thank you, Rodney. So I went through that with my co-parent. I'm glad I left and stopped having kids. It was getting deadly. I only have one child. I'm glad you got out of there. Listen, thank everyone for coming through. Everyone for their very generous support and their super chats. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your participation and for all of your support. I truly thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I want to let everyone know and remind everyone to go and get their copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine. Men, this will help you too. This will help you spot feminine women. This will help you make those determinations. This will help you with your vetting process of the women around you and the women in your life, or the women that you've encountered in the past. A lot of men have come back to tell me that this book clarified a lot of things for them now that they're able to look in retrospect and see what the patterns were. And it helps them to avoid trouble in the future, so they understand the patterns. So please go ahead to crimsoncure.com and get your copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine. I have opened up my international shipping for UK and Canada. So for those of you who are in the UK and Canada, you can now go onto the website and purchase the book. If you have any issues making that purchase, just contact us and we'll do our best to make sure that you can get your orders done. It's also on Amazon if you prefer the digital version of it as well. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hello, my Crimsonites and all of my supporters. I invite you to go and get your copy of my new book, Reclaiming the Black Feminine, The Lies of Feminism and the Road to Recovery, on sale now at crimsoncure.com. This is guaranteed to change your perspective and positively impact your life. So go ahead now to crimsoncure.com and get your copy today.